Get my free book called The Overseas Basketball Blueprint by going to balloverseas.com. Let's get to it.
Dre
Baldwin, balloverseas.com, dreallday.com. And I want to talk about being in shape. I told you I was going to talk about this in a separate video. And this is something that some basketball players, for some reason, I don't really understand, seem to not understand what the hell this means. I don't know how you cannot understand what it means to be in shape when you're trying to play professional basketball. Because, as if you didn't hear the conversation I had with Brad Candace from Euro Pro Basket, look over at the recommended videos, which I think is on this side, might be on that side. I always get that confused. But if it's not on there, just Google it. Just look up Dre Baldwin, Brad Candace. We did a conversation like 5 years ago. Then we did another conversation like 2 weeks ago from when I'm recording this, and probably when you're watching this video, where he talked about this with playing ball overseas, that a team is probably not going to sign you if you don't have any basketball experience. But there are ways that you can get that experience, which one of them being through him and his academy, what he has going on. But I'm bringing that up to say, if you're trying to play pro ball overseas, you're trying to get a contract, you're trying to sign a contract right now, you're not trying to go to an academy, you just want to get a contract and play on a team right now, then I'm assuming that you've played on a team before. Not a pro team maybe, but you've at least played college basketball. So if you've played college basketball, then that means you understand what it looks like and what it feels like and what's required of you to be in game shape. Game shape. For those of you who are casual fans, or maybe you haven't played in college, so you don't know how the game goes, being in game shape is not the same as, listen, you can't get in game shape by playing in LA Fitness twice a week, or playing at, what's the other one, Lifetime, or 24-hour fitness, or whatever gyms y'all play at all across America, when you playing pickup, or playing with some bum-ass dude who works at Target. That's not going to get you in game shape. Game shape means getting yourself in condition to play a full court basketball game against and with people who can fucking play, with a coach who is watching the game, who will take your ass out for making mistakes, who will pull you out of the game if you're not in shape, who you won't even get in the game if you're not in shape. That's what game shape means. And I brought up playing in college or having played in pro, because if you have played in one of those places, then you know what it was like to be in game shape. What does your coach have you do in college? I don't care what school you went to, what level you played at. Every coach at some point is going to put his team through conditioning drills, or maybe a whole practice where all you're doing is conditioning. Almost every team I ever played for, we would have at least one practice a year where all we did was conditioning. Y'all know what conditioning is, right? And people have different names for the drills, and coaches do things different ways. But conditioning basically means the whole team's doing a whole lot of running. It's basically like a track practice that day. Everyone knows what that's like. If you play ball anywhere in your life, you know what that's like. You're doing the suicides or running lines, you're doing the 17s, you're doing the full court layup drills with timers and all kinds of stuff. There's all different kinds of stuff y'all could do, but you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And I'm bringing all that up to help you understand this. When you're in the off season, or maybe you're not on a team right now, but you're trying to get on a pro team, you need to be doing this stuff on your own. You need to be getting yourself in that kind of condition. The same way a coach will make you do drills, understand, you better be doing that on your own before you get on the plane and go overseas. Because listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you show up to a team and you haven't signed your contract yet, and you are not in game shape, they will release you. I'm telling you that I've seen it happen. I'm into exposure camps where players showed up to the exposure camp not in game shape, and the coaches at the exposure camp, where the player paid to be at the camp, they wouldn't put the dude in the game. Like, they might get a little bit of playing time, but they didn't get equal playing time. If any of you been to an exposure camp, they always sell you on, all right, you're going to be on a team with 10 people or 8 people, and everybody's going to get equal playing time. Doesn't matter how good you are, how bad you are. Everybody gets equal playing time because everybody paid to be at the camp. But if you show up there and you're not in game shape, you're not getting equal playing time. Everybody else might play 25 minutes. You might only play 10 minutes because you're not in shape. You can't even run up and down the court. And it ain't really nothing you can do about it. You might complain about it, but they're not going to put you in because you're not in game shape. You got to be in shape to even get a chance playing pro. You go overseas and you're not in game shape. Even if you did sign a contract, they can have a provision in the contract that says, yo, we can release you if you're not in shape, if you're not ready to go, or if you're not, you're not, your skill or the way you showed up does not satisfy what their expectations of you were. That's language that could be in a contract. and they can release you just straight off of that. So how do you get yourself in game shape? I don't even have to go too deep on this because, again, you've been in the practices, you've been on teams, you know what a coach will have you do. If you had a personal trainer and you told your trainer, yo, I need to get in game shape, I need to get my conditioning, my wind up, what do I need to do? Whatever that trainer will make you do, you need to make yourself do. Meaning go to the track, go to the field, go outside and run 5 miles around the neighborhood, go to the court and run those suicides with a 10-second break in between, then run another one, then run another one. Your chest should be burning. You should be coughing up. You should be coughing up phlegm because you getting yourself in shape. These are the type of things you need to be doing on your own, and this takes some discipline. The reason I'm putting this in the video is because it takes discipline for a basketball player, because I know you want to work on your jumper and your handles and dunking and doing whatever you do that makes you feel like you're a great player. But if you're not in shape, you're not going to be able to do any of those things. Remember, you got to run up and down the court 3-4 times before you even get the ball to do that move. And then you got to play D, and everybody's watching you, so you can't take a play off. You can't be in there being lazy. These are all things that could cost you an opportunity that you didn't even consider, because all you was working on was, let me make sure I can knock down this corner 3, or I could drive to the hole and dunk on somebody, or my handles are sharp so I can cross somebody up. But listen, if you're not in shape, like before you even get a chance to show off all that offensive game, the coaches and the staff gonna be like, yo, this dude's not in shape, this girl's not in shape. Like, she showed up here not even ready to play. That's what they're gonna call it. You're not ready to play, and you could be out of there just that fast. So I don't think I got to say anything more about this, but I want to make sure that I have said it, period, so that nobody shows up like, damn, I was not in game shape, but nobody told me, nobody gave me the information that I need to be in game shape. Consider yourself informed now that being in game shape is something that you need to do on your own. Do not think you're going to show up to some team and you're going to practice your way into being in shape. Like that, they'll just put you through practices and then you'll get in shape because you're there with the team and all that. Yes, the team is going to have you do conditioning. Yes, they're going to have you, they might test you out and have you do some stuff. And yes, y'all going to do drills as a team. But if you show up there not ready, you might not make it to the point that they start doing it. They might just say, you know what, forget this dude, bring in somebody else who's already in shape so we can hit the ground running. So you might not get a chance to play your way into shape. All right, if you're not Shaq or Allen Iverson or James Harden, if you're not that level, don't think that you could just walk in there and you'll play your way into being ready. Make sure you're ready ahead of time. Now again, some teams might not care and they might let you play your way in and work your way in, but some teams will. And since you don't know who's who, make sure you don't take that risk of costing yourself an opportunity that might be the only opportunity that you get. Now, all that being said, this is my book, The Overseas Basketball Blueprint. Guide for you to start your professional basketball career abroad for American-born players. If you're not from America, 95% of this book will still be for you. I'm giving you this book for free. You don't even have to pay for this book. I used to sell this book on Amazon for $49 a pop. And I could charge $100. I could charge $1,000 for this book based on what you're going to get out of it. But I'm giving you this book free, so don't even worry about that. All you're going to do is pay a small shipping and handling charge. Go to balloverseas.com. It's a 237-page book. Everything you need to know and to do to play basketball overseas and start your career or continue your career right now. The link is right down in the video description. Again, balloverseas.com. I'll ship this book to you. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter where you're at. I will ship this book to you worldwide, the Overseas Basketball Blueprint, if you're ready to play overseas. Now, if you're not ready to play overseas, don't worry about it. But if you're ready, go to balloverseas.com. Work on your game.